Stean. Are you kidding me? Stean Gardens. Oh boy. I had one job and I screwed it up. Okay. I'm going to keep it as Stean. I deserve that. My mistake. Okay, first things first. I don't know where to look. Let me look. Right there. I've got merch. I've got merchandise. New merch, like this sick hat. Oh, so cool. I got cool shirts. I got cool stuff. And there's a link in the description of the stream. Keep forgetting where my camera is. Go. They're kind of expensive, to be honest. It's like drop shipping, but they're really nice, like high quality things. I should have brought. I have a mug. I've got a mug with my little cartoon Norby keyboard, whistling Norby mug. I use that mug every day. Okay. That's enough promotion. If you want this hat, this very cool hat, go buy it from the link in the description here. Now that we got that out of the way, all the comments in the last video, the top 5 Kondo One-offs, were saying Steam Gardens is like the obvious best Kondo One-off. Fair pick. However, I don't like it that much. I don't get it. I don't get the appeal. I mean, it's fun, but I wouldn't put it top 5, you know? So I thought, well, I'll transcribe it on stream for you guys and talk about it. Maybe I'll learn to love it a little more. Maybe I'll convince you to be haters. We'll see. No. But yes, there are tons of transcriptions of Steam Gardens. I've even transcribed it before, I think. But why not do it again, you know? Wow, so many questions already. Should I get distracted from transcribing before I even start transcribing? Is that what I should do? Yeah, I think I should. This is Sibelius. I'm sure I'll answer this question a lot over the course of the stream. This program that is called notation software, where you write out sheet music on the computer instead of with a quill by candlelight on parchment paper. Yeah, the program I use is called Sibelius. It's not that I would recommend it over any other one. It's just the one that I know how to use best. So, hello everybody. Welcome to the stream. If you missed my shameless promotion, check out my cool hat. Go buy one for yourselves in the link in the description of this stream. Oh, the Mario Kart World cover of this is insane. Maybe I should do that one instead. It's not too late. What do you guys think? Put Mario Kart World if you want me to do that one instead in the chat. And I'll answer questions while I wait for the votes to come in. And put Odyssey in the chat if you want to get the original going. Let's see. I gotta scroll here. Okay. Stean Gardens, yes. I do have pets. I have a pet. One of my cats was hanging out here a couple minutes ago, but he must have left. I've got 2 cats, and one is extremely fat and friendly, and the other one is like a mouser hunter cat who goes outside and eats rabbits all day. So they're a fun duo. It's going well. Someone asked, how's it going? It's going well. Someone asked, what instrument do I play? I play drums primarily, and I pretend to play guitar and piano too. I'm bad. I'm the only instrument I'm kind of good at is drums. Mario Kart World, how tall am I? Quite tall. Okay, Mario Kart World. Let's do it. My fat, dumb cat is named, this is embarrassing, it's named Strunk. And it's because I misremembered his name when I saw him at the pet store. Oh, here we go. Oh, yeah, dude. That's sick. Okay. Yeah, I misremembered his name at the pet store and then just didn't think we were going to buy a cat. And then we bought him and we just could not get any other name to stick. We kept calling him Strunk. So his name is Strunk. Oh, man. Kokomo, thank you. That's so cool. It's so weird. I've heard that before of college teachers, music theory teachers, saying that they show my videos in their classes and stuff. And it's like, what? Really? That's awesome, though. Okay, so let's get some actual transcribing going on this transcription stream, eh? Bom, beep. Ba ba dum. Ba da da da. Bum. Bom, 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 bom. One of those. Boom, beam, ba ba da ding, bom, 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 bom. That's so fun, man. Because the original is this like James Bondy. Not James Bondy. What do you call this? You know what I'm talking about. That kind of like 60s lounge music almost. Kind of laid back. Whoops. Knocking things over here. Not at all. Whoa! This is so weird. Yeah, surfy. Totally surf guitar. That's fun. That's awesome. That's what do you call it? Yeah, I don't know. This is if you're gonna like the old Mario games, their music, it's cool just to play that music with real instruments. Like that's enough of a departure from the original. That's like, oh cool, whoa, a trumpet playing the Super Mario World theme. But then like the Super Mario Odyssey soundtrack, if they just covered it in the same style, it'd be like, well, just put the original track in the game. So that makes sense that they went a totally other way with it. Ba-ba-ding. Got a little skip there. Ba-ba-ding, bum, 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 ba-da-ba. No, not that. Something like, or how do you do this in Sibelius? You take the two notes that are getting trilled between, and you do that. There you go. Is that kind of the right spot? No, I got it wrong. Hold on. Okay, how long is this intro? Drums in here. Damn. Then like a little slide down will do. So this is where the melody comes in. Yeah. Is that right? It's 12 bars. Did I count that wrong? Sorry, I gotta listen to this over and over and over. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Bam. I feel like there's a second in there. Is that too much? I should have a guitar actually. There was definitely like a second. It was probably a sus2. Someone else uses the R70X to transcribe music. I don't know what that means. Country James Bond. One day I'll get good enough at streaming that I'll be able to keep track of the chat and transcribe. I get transcribing is way more involved than like playing a game. It's like you're focused in. That's my excuse. Okay, I don't feel bad about myself anymore. Oh man, lots of nice comments. Thanks everyone. You guys rock. Hi Bo N. Always love to see you here. Oh yeah. Okay. Oh, and there's a night version too. Ooh, that's cool. If this gets too hard to transcribe, I'm going to switch to the night version. I bet that'd be easier. People, common misconception. This is not Steam Gardens that we're listening to right now. This is Steam Gardens. So it's slightly different. Let's do the melody. Boo-da-ba-dee. Beam, 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 boo-wee. So this is kind of cheating because I know the melody. And he stops doing the riff here, doesn't he? This might be a, let's see. Beam, boo-da-ba-da, boo-ba-ba, me, beep-ba-bum, bum-bum-bum-bum-bum. Okay. Transcribing does take a lot of practice. Knowing what to listen for is the skill set, really. Like, I couldn't tell you anything that happened other than the melody in the section that we just listened to because I focused in. I said, I'm doing the melody now. Boom. So you kind of have to block out the stuff that you don't want to listen to, so it's not overwhelming. If you play a note on my MIDI keyboard, like half the time. And my cat, my dumb cat just jumped on the keyboard and crashed the program. Okay. Okay. Where were we here? Oh yeah, that's right, we're doing this. I'll do a little grace note. Except that's an octave lower. So we'll go down there. We will bring the rests back up. Why are these so low? Come back, you got it. Why is that happening? Okay, let's just put those back. And I assume the melody is coming back in. Okay. Yeah, isn't it a fitting name? Strong. Assuming that comment that he looks as he sounds, I assume that's pointed at my cat. Maybe it's pointed at me. I don't know. Yeah, why would I ever want to play my keyboard while using Sibelius? So now it's working. When it works, it works. Usually it's like, you know, you start up the program for the first time, and then you hit a key and it crashes, and then you restart it, and then it works. I don't know. One of those things. Let's get some bars here while I read the chat. I love transcribing things too. Oh, it did. Did it? Oh, wow. Thanks. I have not. I have thought about using Dorico, but I don't know. I'm an old dog. I'm not gonna learn a new thing. Especially not like, do you want to spend $300 to learn a new thing? You know, for a thing that you need to learn when you already have a thing that you know. I don't know. Let's see. So this is the same thing over and over again. Oh, maybe not. Oh, so it is the same thing. Oh, that was the first time around. Okay, hold on. I got lost. So now we're listening to see if the harmonica is playing this melody any differently the second time around. I guess it should be a lower octave, shouldn't it? This is not way up here. But then everything's down here. Oops. I'll swap these around. Where's my, what am I looking at here? Okay. How do I swap these voices? Note input swap. This is one thing about Sibelius this is so unintuitive where everything is. It's really, really unintuitive to the point that I've been using this program like every single day professionally for 8 years, at least 9 years almost. And I still can't find stuff sometimes. And it is not because I'm dumb, so don't even say that. Don't even think it, okay? Yes, this is the Mario Kart World remix of Stean Gardens. Let's see. MuseScore, I've heard good things about MuseScore. No guitar tabs. Here's the thing. Do I have judgment towards guitar tabs? No, but only if you have rhythms on them. If you guitar tabs like ultimate guitar, you know, tabs with no rhythms and it's just a bunch of numbers, it's like not that helpful. It can be helpful, like, you know, looking at that and listening to the song, or looking at that and looking at sheet music, like, you know. I get it. Guitar is one of these things where it's like you have the notes on the page, it doesn't necessarily tell you how to play it on guitar. Because you can finger the same note like 10 different places. So tabs are helpful. You know, there's a reason why they exist. There's a reason why people start using them all the time. But when people are just learning stuff off the tab without having rhythms on it, that's like, you need to know what the rhythms are supposed to be. I used to learn Rush songs on guitar off Ultimate Guitar, and people because it was all text, right? So you couldn't put, it was really hard to put rhythmic markings on them. But people like devised different systems of like, you know, putting a Q above every note that was a quarter note and a E dot over every note that was a dotted eighth note. Like they invented their own rhythmic notation using just text. So that was kind of interesting, I guess. Hey Aaron, how's it going? Good to see you here. Oh, piano transcription, piano arrangement. This is an interesting question because this is a classical terminology versus not classical terminology issue. Because for me, coming from jazz school, transcription meant you listened to a solo and then you wrote out the solo in sheet music form. And it was this idea of like, this music was never written down. This was composed on the spot, live, without notation coming in at all. And so reintroducing notation, reintroducing the middleman was the process of transcription. But in classical circles, it's different, right? I think a transcription is more similar to like rearranging a piece for different instruments than what it was originally played on, I believe. I don't know if that's exactly right because I'm not a classical musician, but someone who is can maybe tell me. Where are we now? I think we're down here. Yeah. Flat 5. Bluesy, very bluesy. I don't know. The slurs and Sibelius freak out sometimes too. So this is my strat transcribing, is you listen to it and get just like the phrase in your head and you write it down, inevitably wrongly, and inevitably it's not right, but then you listen back, and listening back and looking at your music, it's really easy to see what you got wrong, whereas like trying to get it perfectly in your mind first sometimes is tougher. So this guitar fill, yeah, that's fine. Kind of like that, like a muted open string in between there. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. This is the Coldplay part. Whatever it is. Okay, sorry. Ooh, can I ask how you would rate your ability to sight sing atonally, not relying on common patterns and tonal stuff? Badly. Well, I don't know. I'm not really a singer, right? I can hear a what's it called? I can hear an interval and know what it is. But I find I'm pretty slow actually with like sight singing. If I'm trying to sing a melody. Well, that's not gonna be hard to sing. I tried to just hit random notes. Let's see. Well, okay, whatever. I'm not gonna do this. But you know, it's just I have to take a sec to look at it and go like, okay, it's a 6th, low to 6B. Okay, I hear it. I'm not like a, you know, super fast sight reader or anything. Because I haven't practiced that. I've just practiced transcribing music, which you can take as long to do as you want. It's no time crunch whatsoever. So he's kind of got a third under there, right? Well, just holds that down. He doesn't sing Viva La Vida. Odd choice, but okay, I respect it. And probably repeats the same thing. Oh yeah. I remember this from the original. That's kind of cool to take it. The original, the low guitar melody is a real vibe. Putting in the harmonica is kind of a weird choice, but it works. Let's see. Oh, thank you. If you think my glasses are cool. They're kind of John Lennon glasses. That's why I got them. Bow. Way. High harmonica gets a little thin. Hey? Ba-doom, ba-doom. That's the millennial whoop, right? Bow, whoa, it's a Stean garden. All right, back to the melody. But now we're up in this octave. Dee dee da dee. I'm gonna steal it from over here. Put it there. Oh, bring the riff back. Heck yeah, dude. Okay. This cover is from Mario Kart World. It's the Mario Kart World daytime arrangement of the Steam Garden theme, originally from Super Mario Odyssey, which I was going to transcribe because on my last video on the top 5 Koji Kondo one-off tracks, a lot of comments listed Steam Gardens from Super Mario Odyssey as being their favorite Koji Kondo one-off track. However, before I even started, we pivoted to the Mario Kart World arrangement because I hadn't heard it, and it is pretty hilarious and cool. Let's see. Oh, the next video game I'm going to cover. Well, I had an emergency pivot where I had like the next 3 months of videos all planned out, and then I realized like, oh, I have to make a Silk Song video. So the next one's going to be talking about Silk Song, not super in depth, but looking at the bone bottom theme, which is really nice actually. And that should be out. I don't know when that'll be out. Before the end of the month for sure. It's in the video editing stage. I have not done a video on Minecraft. That's one of those videos that's so obvious that I always go like, oh yeah, I'll do that eventually. And then I never make it. I should make it. If I wanted more people to watch my videos, I should make it. But, you know, I do want more people to watch my videos. I'm not saying I don't. It's just I make poor decisions. Let's get this going. Get the length of the solo here. Okay. Bang. That seemed like more of a power chord this time, so that's what we'll do. We'll do bang. So this is the guitar solo. So we'll put a double bar line here and a little letter there. And then it goes into a harmonica solo, I'm guessing. So we'll put a double bar line here And the letter there. Oh, but it doesn't do the riff. It does the chords. Let's do, I'm not gonna like transcribe the whole rhythm guitar part or anything, but let's get some chords down. So, that was great. I'll get the bass down, so there's something on the bass clef. Boom. So, I think it was that. Boom, 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 boom. I think that's what it was. Bum 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 ba dum bum. Bum 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 bum. That sounds right. I'm not gonna be too picky about it. If I get a note here or there wrong, that's fine. Be da dee doo. Alright, let's see. That's hard to hear that bar because it's so low. Boom, ba dum da doom. But it ends here and it comes up from below. Like, could be that. Let's see if it's that. I don't like that F sharp. I don't think that's right. Let's see. Yeah. I don't know. One of those two. Who's gonna know if I'm wrong, right? Okay, where am I? Here we go. Boom, boom, boom. Something like that. Bluesy. I don't think that's quite right. You know, again, it's close enough. This is one of those things where it's like, if I played bass, like if I was a bass player, capital B, capital P, I would hear that and know, oh yeah, I know what he's doing, you know? But I have to listen for the notes. And I kind of do know what he's doing. Like all these little walking, you know, like that shape, you know that shape, you've heard that before, you know what I mean? So I'm a little bit, I know a little bit about bass, but not enough to know what this is about exactly. Okay, so now let's copy this over and see how close we are. I think he just goes up the scale there. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah. Is that what it does? Something like that? Let's see. I think so. Sharp 4 on the downbeat? That's cool. Okay. Getting caught up here. Bum bum. Yeah. Is that? No, hold on. I'm getting messed up here. Here we go. Yeah. He does go here on this bar. I don't know what this bar is doing here. E. That's what he's doing. Bom bom wait overshooting the fifth of the triad. 1 3, not 5. 1 3 6 5. Okay. Boom boom. Let's see. Now this is an F chord. I know it goes. I'm guessing it goes like, those are the roots. Well, let's put in the chord symbols here before we move on. Is this interesting to transcribe a bass line? It's less flashy than transcribing like a solo or something. Did my mic stop working? I feel like I'd see more chats about it if it did. Maybe I was just being too quiet for too long. So A minor, do D do C, F, E, A minor, maybe it's E minor. Hold on, let's check. No, that's E for sure. E7, I mean. Maybe it's C7 there, actually. Hold on. Yeah. Ah, that's cool. So they pull a dominant 7 on that C for the stank factor. I like to move over my rehearsal marks so they're not in the middle of nowhere. And we don't need bar numbers, do we? They're just going to get in the way. And then this was definitely an E7 sharp 9. In the guitar was doing one of these. Which is funny, because in the chord you have G sharp and G, and the melody is playing an A. So that's, but they're all spread out, right? You know. Thankfully they're not all played side by side by the same instruments. That would be a little much. So same thing here. A minor, C7, F, E7, sharp 9, A minor. We'll double check that because the bass starts on an F, but that's fine. How do I work out the chords so fast? Any tips? Yeah. You need the bass note is the most important thing and the easiest thing to get. So like with a walking bass, obviously it's very busy, but the downbeat is the root 99.9% of the time. And you can hear when the chord changes, right? Like you can hear that these two bars are the same chord. It's like that change, even if you can't hear what it is. If you can hear that there is a change happening, you go, oh, okay, now what would that be? Find the root, C. You have the melody, is an E, so it's some sort of C major. And then from there, it's kind of like guess and check. Is it a C major chord? Probably. That's what I put at first. I put, well, it's going to be a C major chord. And then listening back to it, I heard a color that made me think, oh, it's not just C major, is it? There's something else in there. Because if it was just C major, it would go. Which sounds very like modern, you know, pop kind of boring movement. But there was something else in there. Ooh, what is that? There's something in there. And then you hunt around for it. Well, was it the dominant 7? That was an informed guess because we're going for this bluesy rock harmonica thing. And bluesy rock harmonica things put dominant 7ths on like every chord. So is it a dominant 7th? And you try it? Oh yeah, that's exactly what it is. Guess and check. So that's kind of my step-by-step process is like bass note, compare to the melody, what does the chord, what is it probably, and then guess and check from there. Let's see. I'll roll way back here. get that bass line. So the bass is kind of going with the melody here. And then walking to the E. Let me see. Yeah, common chord progression, basic harmony knowledge, trial and error. It's like the more colors that you learn to identify, the less you have to rely on trial and error. But the only way to pick up new colors into your arsenal is through trial and error. Because like the fourth time that you transcribe a dominant, flat 3 chord in a minor key, then you go, oh, I've heard that before. This is in Birdman from Pilot Wings. You figure it's experience plays into it too. How much am I feeling these tensions and consonances? I don't know. It's more like a color thing. I mean, I guess like a 7 sharp 9 chord is dissonant. There's tension there. But that one, especially on guitar, played like that, like the Jimi Hendrix chord, that's like a well-trodden path, That color's in there. Yeah, I can hear that and go, oh, I know what shape he's playing on guitar. I'm not really going, ooh, this chord is slightly more tense than that chord. It's more recognizing colors. Oh, is that a G? What did the bass play there? Bom bom. That's why there's a G down there. I wasn't listening. I got distracted by writing that this is an E minor 78 chord. Now that is a dense chord. That's a cluster. Doing some sort of weird syncopated fill there. I think he's doing the same walking line here. So that's gonna stay on an E. So it's probably something I can't remember what he played. Let's try that again. Then he just kind of slides around, right? Let's see. B. Does he slide up to the G sharp? D. Let's say that's what he does. Close enough. Whoops. So the bass is going down the same thing as the melody, but a third below, plus a couple octaves. Boom, buddy, boom. Whatever that last note is. They like harmonizes the melody. That's awesome. Oops. That's not what I want. Pardon me. Let's see. Little dude wants some attention. Do you want some attention from like 100 people on the internet? Let's see. I'm getting too into this now. I'm not paying attention to you guys. Sorry. Oh wait. Okay. You guys want to transcribe the solos too? How you feeling? Something like that. I don't know. It's hard to hear this. There's so much going on. If the drums would quiet down. Something like that. What's he doing? Bing bum bum bum. That's it. Okay, there we go. And then he's probably gonna repeat this walking line, more or less. Ooh. There's a little difference there. Huh. That was what it was. Beam boom boo boo. Beam bum bum bum. Okay, I'm not gonna transcribe the. Oh, we have the bass line. We have the. It's this riff. Onto the guitar solo. I guess I should put A minor, and then B flat, add 2, and then we got the chords here. We got the chords here. It's easy to forget to put them in if you're going fast like this. F, G, E minor 7, E 7, A minor, G, F. Ba-da-ba A minor G F, ba-da-ba A minor G F, ba-dum-ba-doo, sugar-da-digga-da-digga-da-digga-da-dum, bum boom 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 ba-doom boom 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 digga-doo doo doo zoom doo 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 bomb. Okay. Now we know this is all gonna be A minor chord language, knowing the chord or the chord progression of the solo that the soloist is playing over when you're transcribing a solo. Hugely helpful, because again, it's kind of like what I was saying before with guess and checking chords. It's like, well, what is this line probably, you know? If it sounds like, if you know he's playing A minor and then he rips up some like pentatonic scale, some sort of fast pentatonic thing, it's like, well, it's probably A minor pentatonic. When you try it, like, yeah, there it is, probably is. It says Stean. Ah! Oh, wait, no, Stean. Yeah, no, thank you. Thank you for your, I've already been ruthlessly made fun of for writing Stean Gardens. That's okay. I accept it. It's my fault. Okay. Are you guys ready? We're going to transcribe some solos. Way more fun than transcribing bass lines. I missed a bunch of chatting about the brown note, and I'm okay with that. Woo. So the tonic is woo, woo, so it's the 5th. That's the 7. That's a real common like Dorian-y move. But played with bluesy rock guitar attitude. I'll put the bend in there. I don't want to get too. If I start getting too like precious about making sure the bends are notated, then I might be here all day. Let's see. That's awesome. Cool. My favorite track from Mario Kart World so far. Oh, what's it called? It's one of the Super Mario Galaxy ones. It's one I never heard before. Oh, I'm not gonna be able to remember. I'll find it. Things are getting steamy. Welcome to the Stean room. My live Steam stream. Data. The hardest part of transcribing solos sometimes is getting the rhythms right. It's easy to lose track of where the beat is when you're stopping and starting constantly. Data. Let's see. Oh, that's a major third. That's cool. Oops, and I'll put in this little oh, that didn't work. Okay, this little boyo. Loaf of Time, your favorite Mario Odyssey song is Stan Getz? I didn't know he played on it. Stan. You're telling me there's Stean gardens in your kitchen this time of year in this part of the country. Whoa, come back. What was that line? He lands on this chord, I know. Da-ga-da-da. Oh, so it's like a this kind of thing. Like a sharp, major 7, sharp 11 kind of vibe. Sick. That was an easy solo to transcribe. Okay, if everyone here wasn't here at the very beginning, can I interest you in buying a cool hat? Can you see it? Hold on. Where's my camera? You can't see it. Okay. Boom! Look at that hat. Oh, that's a nice hat. I would want to buy one of those for all of my friends and family for Christmas. And also shirts. I've got a link in the description to my new merch store. It's kind of pricey, but it's all really nice quality stuff. I've got a cute little cartoon version of my keyboard, like 50s noodle arm style, that I'm putting on shirts and mugs and stuff. He's very fun. I like this. I actually wear this hat a lot. It's really nice. Good color. Steal my look. Get the John Lennon glasses and a green hat. That's my entire fashion sense. Thank you for indulging me in a little self-promotion. And if you want some merch and or to help me put my kids through college, you can go and buy whatever you want to buy there. Okay, so now this harmonica solo is going to come up. Let's see. Oh. Oh! Catch the hits. Hell yeah, dude. Oh, man, that rips. That is so sick. Okay, here's what we're doing. What's the fastest way to do this? I'm going to copy. You know what? I'm going to copy here. Filter. Chord symbols. Boom. Boom. Come on. Why are you over there? How's that? There we go. Bar numbers. Be gone. No one is going to play this in an ensemble. This transcription. They don't need bar numbers. And then these hits are still there. So we're going to take all this stuff and put it there. Yes, double bar line. Another number there because the harmonica solo is Dunsky. And then hide all these one at a time instead of filtering them because I am dumb. And then, okay, now we just need to fill this up with solo. I'm not going to transcribe the walking bass because, you know, it doesn't matter what he's playing. He's walking. Ooh, this note. I guess I should be reading. I don't know how to stream. Sorry for my unprofessional streaming behavior. Dabba-da-da. Right now I'm checking because of a comment to see if this note is a D sharp or if it's 2 E's in a row. Dabba-da-da. You know what? I think it's an E, but he's bending into it. So we'll do Babba-dway-day, like that. Dway-day, not dabba-da-day, dabba-da-day, dabba-dway-day. Subtle difference at that speed. But thank you. You're right that it did sound. This wasn't, without the bend, not a completely accurate transcription. Hats are not limited stock. Muse. People are talking about Muse score versus Sibelius. Okay. Okay. I'm just gonna keep it going here. Let's go. You guys talk amongst yourselves. I'm gonna transcribe a solo here. So was this the same trill? Yeah. So let's put that there. That's so sick, man. Oh! Again, okay, so I'm doing my best guess of what I heard. And then we're going to go back and fix my first attempt. I know he hit that note. Whatever. Hold on. You know, that's definitely not right, but let's fix it now. Okay, so that C is there. Oh, so I wasn't that wrong. It's hard. It's such a fast note because he does this little like you know, some sort of little and again, I imagine, I don't play harmonica, but I imagine this is like a like this is just a function of moving your face from one note to another. You know, he's not like, first I'll play a quick little C and then I'll slip a B natural in there and then, you know. Whoa, what happened here? This is a hard one to hear. Let's see. I'm gonna do this sort of thing. I should do like that too, or maybe like that. Do ya that? Slurs just to show that it's like blah blah. That's what slur marking is for, right? Where you play it like you are slurring your speech. I think that's what slur means. I'm pretty sure. Oh, I don't want to slur there. Something, I think it started on an F. Am I crazy? Am I crazy? This is from Mario Kart World. No. Oh! Let's see. Something like that. And he's got some double stops going on. Again, this is another thing. If I only played harmonica professionally, I would know exactly what's going on. So harmonica is full of those double stop things. And I'm pretty sure it's like just the notes in the chord. Depending on the key the harmonica is in, it's like the notes of a chord are right next to each other, you know? I mean, I don't know, you know. You could notate this as a glissando? Yeah, you could. But, you know, the more rhythmic information, the better, if there's any rhythmic information to be gleaned. This I don't like. But what are you gonna do? Okay. Boom. Wait. Boom. Whoops. Yeah, let's see. Oh, beep beep ba do ba do. Something like that. Okay. There's definitely a double stop happening here. Is it the note above though? I think so. Bad wait. My playback is so slow. Hold on. How fast is this song? Let me get my handy dandy metronome out. I gotta go halftime. That's a little fast. Okay. So half note equals 112, which means, whoa, where'd you go? The quarter note equals 224. I'm something of a math whiz. 224. Okay. Now let's see if this sounds right. That did not sound right. It's probably something like that. Yeah, that sounds good. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna because he does a little, he approaches these double stops, but it's not really like a note, you know. Okay, that'll do. Oh, where are we? Yeah, I didn't put. You can tell Sibelius to like swing the rhythms, but it's not like it sounds right anyway, even if you do that. So You just gotta use your imagination. Da. Like that. Boom, 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 boom. Like that. Boom, boom. No, what? There we go. This is another one. It like could be, if you really slowed it down, it could be something like this. But again, it's like just a function of shoving your mouth around on the harmonica, so I'm not gonna get too precious about it. Let's see. Whoa. Is that what it does? Yeah, but there's a little. That one seems important to include because it's not dee-ba-dee-boo, dee-ba-dee-boo, dee-ba-dee-bway. Yeah. Something like that, right? Let's see. Yeah. So there's some double stops and they're making it messy too. It's hard to tell. Joggy-da-da. Way. And then no, I won't put a double bar line there. Should I? No, I won't. Any questions so far? Let me check in here. Mario is always in the boiling pot making some sort of jazz. Pokemon is Toby Fox. Zelda is futuristic classical jazz. Zelda, the last two Zelda game, like Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom, is such a cool aesthetic that does not fit into any pre-established genre. Oh, there's some sort of triplet thing. What's going on here? My shortcuts! My shortcuts! He ends on that G. That's another. Here's another tip. If you're transcribing solos, if you get the first note and the last note of the phrase first, then you have a little container, and you know you have to fill the container, and that is very helpful for me. Like mentally, knowing it's not like an endless amount of space of like, whoa, when is this line gonna be done? It's like listen to a phrase and get the first and last notes, and then you know you have the shape of the container that you have to fill with the other notes. That's my hot tip of the day. Something like that, right? Jump up to the air. Way, boo. Something like that. Oh, way. Way, ba, ba, way, ba. Ba, ba, de, loom. Way. Whoops. Yeah. So again, some sort of de-doom. Be-doom. Be-pop-up way. Everyone catching that beat too is sinister. Stean. I'm so sorry, guys. I've been mispronouncing it this whole time. It's Stean, obviously. Stupid. What have I been thinking? Stean Gardens. Okay. Way. Do. Way. Don't. Day. A little. Whoop. You know, this sort of thing. Put a little grace note in there. There's like a double stop too, I'm pretty sure. Just a real greasy note. Runs up a scale. Oh, okay. So he's really just going for the scales. It's like, let me run up C major for a sec. Okay, so this is like a little bit, this might be a situation where the soloist is not locked in rhythmically, you know, they're ripping. And so you manage to cram like 5 notes into 2 beats. And then transcribing it, it's like, do I, you know, how do I do a quintuplet? Because it kind of sounds like he kind of pushes those first few notes a bit. Let's see. But that's like, he clearly was thinking juba dooba dooba dooba, and it just got away from him. So do you put what he was thinking, you know? Do you put what he was trying to play? Or do you put the actual sound coming out of the speaker? I don't know. So this is what I'm hearing. So I think what I'm gonna do, I think I will do a quintuplet. Let's hear how that sounds. Yeah. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna do one of these. Boo. What is this about? What is this line doing here? Why is that here? Go away. Oh. This bass note. There's no other bass notes on the transcription between this slide and this note. So it's saying, oh yeah, you keep sliding. You slide from this A over the next 32 bars or so to land on that A. Perfect. Not perfect. You know what I'll do? I'll do this instead. Bow. Then we don't just have a floating line in the middle of nowhere. Okay. There we go. Here we go. More solos. Oh, I see. Back to the riff. That's great. Okay, hold on. Stop it. There we go. Okay. I am using key shortcuts to input the notes. You can just type in the whatever note name on your keyboard. A gives you an A, E gives you an E, etc. And that is very easy to. That's the quickest way, unless you're like actually typing things in. Sorry, you can't see, but I have a keyboard here that I could be using. But then you have to like be futzing with the rhythms with the keyboard shortcut while you play the actual keyboard. I find it faster to just use my keyboard. Oh, they're both called a keyboard too. I find it faster to use this keyboard than the piano keyboard, if that makes sense. Sorry if I'm not making any sense whatsoever. Man, I am really kind of cooked. I didn't realize there's another solo after this. I don't want to transcribe it, but we're so close to being done the whole tune. Let's see. And this walking bass line is not accurate anymore. Oh, here's what I'll do. Oh, hold on. 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so I know exactly how it ends. Gadang. Don't. Then there's a A minor chord there. And we'll. Okay, ready for my trick? My extremely unsatisfying ending to a stream trick. Slashes. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, boom, boom. We'll put B flat. We'll put A minor. And then guitar shreds. And it does, doesn't it? Oh, but there's a little break where it's just guitar. Guitar break. I bet you'd like to see. I bet you'd like to know what notes he was playing, wouldn't you? Okay, yeah, I'm calling it. I gotta go eat lunch. Any other questions before I log off here? It's not wrong. That's all I'm saying. Blast Archies gets it. It's not. It's accurate. He shreds. It says right there. So, yeah. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you appreciated. That's not what I meant to say. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you appreciate me and all I do. Are there any questions that I missed or anything? Let's see. What a crazy solo. Oh yeah, we talked about that. Using the keyboard, not the other keyboard. The keyboard. Is it not a chord on the last note before the staccato 3-note rundown? I don't know what part he's referring to, so never mind. All right. Thank you all for watching. Again, if you want some of the hottest, newest, slickest 8-bit music theory merch, I know, all the kids at school are walking around with their music theory lunchboxes and their music theory backpacks, and you feel left out. Well, now finally you can join in. Yeah. Yeah, okay. Oh, Slay the Spire. I put too many hours into that game that I had to make myself delete it so I would stop playing it. So it would give me PTSD, I'm sure, to talk about. No. Yes, okay. All right. Thank you. I hope you enjoyed Stean Gardens live. How do I end the stream? Let me end it. There we go.